the importance of ESG in a corporate environment or in companies. We already saw ESG, what it means at an individual level. Why should we have it in schools? Now, why have it in corporations? Right? That is the question. So, the importance. Imagine there are so many companies manufacturing, giving services, and so many things. Every day, just imagine from the time you wake up to the time you sleep. Just list down what all are the things you use, what all are the services you use, the products you use, right from your bed sheet to bed. Everything is made by some different company. And everything that is made by that company needs different suppliers. Right? So if you're talking about furniture, someone is giving the wood, someone is giving the handles, someone is giving something to the stand to put on, and those are companies. In turn, though you have other companies who are giving you the rubber, the plastic, the gum to stick things together. Who gives you the gum? There is another company who supplies the gum company, which is the gum chemical. Where does that come from? It comes from the bark of a tree, maybe, or maybe it's an artificial gum. Just imagine that chain, right? So there are so many companies, and if you list that down in your own house, I try to do that exercise once, and I gave up after 100 companies. It's not possible. So in your own house, you are actually having maybe 100, 200, 500 companies. All of them are making something or giving you something. And all of them, because they are using natural resources, they are employing people, they are working in a society. What is the impact? Massive. So the maximum impact ever is corporation or companies, small or large. And therefore, we speak about ESG in a corporate environment. And that is why when we talk about this, everything is focused on companies because that is 90% of the impact on environment and social and governance issues. At an individual level, you can make an impact negative or positive, but it's going to be limited. But when a company makes an impact, it's huge. Just imagine someone employing 20,000 people and making so many thousand metric tons of something, whatever, and they suddenly start polluting the water. One entire pond will get polluted, and whole villages around it will not get water or they will get poisoned. That is why it is important to focus on companies. And therefore, we say the ratings, remember we spoke about the ESG ratings, they are for companies, they are not for individuals. Why? Because the maximum impact, the maximum monitoring has to be there. Now, why is it getting even more important? You've heard our Prime Minister signing some agreements abroad, like a COPs 26, these fancy things. What does it mean? It says that India is going to contribute to a better world more than others, faster than others. And we have signed an agreement for that. So everyone has to now chip in together, get together and do it. And all companies also have to do it. And that is ESG. But just saying it is not going to happen. We need so much more money to make this happen. And that monies have already started happening. Investors are pumping in money. Investors from abroad are willing to put in, and they've already started putting in a lot of money. And now, if you've seen the budget, you know what is going to happen. Green bonds, sustainable bonds, social bonds, all these are terms. But basically, it means that government is going to commit so much more money to companies who are willing to implement ESG and turn around the environment and society. The amounts of money we are talking about, we are not talking about some small sums. We are talking about thousands and lakhs of crores and billions and billions of dollars. And most of it is getting committed to India. So imagine if an organization does not do ESG, they will not get the money. If they do not get the money, they won't survive. Simple. So even though a particular company is not too, let's say, sensitive about this, if they don't do it, their funding will shut, their customers will run away because people like you will start looking at a label, remember, and ask, hey, are you doing the right thing? If you can't find the right things, you will not buy, correct? If you don't buy, the company will shut down. So now ESG is no longer an option for corporate. It is a matter of survival. You better implement ESG and help the environment and society or you shut down. That is the message which has come down by the world and by our government. And we are very serious. A lot of action has happened on the ground, and we've already seen companies losing funding because they did not have an ESG policy. As simple as that. I don't think it can be more simple or more hard hitting than this, but you got to get the idea, right? Thank you.